Today I would like to talk to you about stress related to exams and study, assignments, etc. Just yesterday I had my last exam for the semester, and in the past I had some issues with dealing with stress during the exam period. Now I'm sure as a student most of you or someone you know would have dealt with stress issues and felt exhausted and just panicking about the exams, and basically that's what a lot of students go through. Now I would like to share with you a simple technique that will help you reduce the level of stress during the exams. Of course, I'm not going to ask you to eliminate the stress completely, because some of the stress is actually quite good. It drives you to perform, it drives you to achieve certain goals that you set for yourself, including passing the exams or excelling at your exams. So some of the stress is actually quite good, but excessive stress makes it really makes you powerless and reduces your capacity to study and to perform at your best. So, as I mentioned, there is a great simple technique that is actually it's been proven by multiple studies, academic studies. Its effectiveness and efficacy has been proven, and you will see for yourself once you start using it. It may at first it may seem strange, and it may look a bit strange as well. So initially you may not want to do it in front of a whole lot of people if you are a bit socially self-conscious. So you can just find a quiet place where nobody's watching you and just do this. So first of all, you would need to identify what exactly you're feeling, what sort of emotion you're feeling. So there is that panic, anxiety, fear, stress, whatever you want to call it, whatever resonates with you best. It may be something else altogether. Whatever the negative emotion is, just identify what it is. Try your best. You may not know exactly what to call it, but try to find the closest matching word for it. Now, I'm going to teach you this method. It's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques. It was developed by Gary Craig in the beginning of 1990s, and as I mentioned, it's been clinically studied, and it's been shown to have great efficacy. So basically, I've created a simple formula for remembering how to apply the EFT process. So the word is sister. It doesn't actually mean anything, but each letter stands for something. So system is easy to remember. It's like an elder sister who takes care of you. So S stands for specific. Find that specific emotion. And when I say emotion, I mentioned to you, it may be stress, it may be anxiety, it may be fear, it could be something else, anger, anything else. Identify the emotion, but also identify what makes you feel this way, what specifically makes you feel this way. For example, if you're thinking about a specific exam that you're worried about, you may imagine going into the room and sitting down with a pen and paper in front of you and feeling completely blank, for example, or you may be stressed out even before, even thinking about something else before the exam may make you stressed out. So just find what it is exactly, just keep it in mind, and so the emotion, and just remember what it is that makes you feel this way. Okay, so that's S for specific. Now, next step is I, and that is measuring intensity. So I stands for intensity. You need to guesstimate the level of intensity of that emotion that you have right now, so that you can compare it with how you feel after applying this technique, so that you can judge its efficiency or efficacy for yourself. So just pick a number on a scale of 0 to 10. So where 0 is absolutely nothing, you don't feel any stress, no anxiety, no fear, and 10 is out of this world, it's crazy, you know, you're feeling really, really stressed out and panicking. So just pick the number, whatever it may be 5, 7, or whatever else. Now, next step is S, again, and that is a setup statement. What you need to do, and this may sound a bit strange, and there is a perfect explanation for it, but I'm not going to explain it in full right now because I don't want to make this video too long. Setup statement is, it's a statement of self-acceptance. Despite having this issue that you have right now, you accept yourself anyway. What this does, it reduces the psychological resistance to change. So what you do is you start tapping on these points. It's on the side of your hand. We call it the karate chop point because obviously that's what you do with the karate chops. So you just tap here with maybe 4 or 5 fingers of your hand and say, even though I'm panicking about the exam on Thursday, for example, if that's what it is for you, or even though I'm completely anxious about this maths exam or English exam that is coming up tomorrow, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Or you can just say, accept myself. Even though, so I'll repeat this statement, even though I have this panic about the English exam tomorrow, I deeply and completely accept myself. Don't worry about it, the issues of acceptance right now. Whether or not you really accept yourself, it doesn't really matter. Just say it. It's a psychological thing. You will notice a difference. So even though I've got this maths exam tomorrow and I'm panicking about it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So this is the setup statement. That's the second S in the word sister. Now T stands for tapping. Now we go through different points on our body and do the tapping. There are, I think it's 9 points. So we start with the points at the top of your hand, and what you do now is you can just shorten now. You don't have to say, even though I accept, and even though there is this exam tomorrow and I feel this way, I accept myself. Don't say all that. You just need to remind yourself what it is that you're feeling and why. So you can say, panicking about exam tomorrow. Could be just a short phrase like this. I'm panicking about this panic about the exam tomorrow. This panic about maths exam on Thursday. So you tap on the top of your hand, this panic, and say the phrase, this panic about the exam on Thursday, this panic about this exam on Thursday. Just repeat it. So here are the points. Top of the head, this panic about the exam on Thursday. Inside the eye, it's just on the inside of the eyebrow, and you can tap with your 2 fingers. This panic about the exam on Thursday, side of the hand. And I'm going to change the phrases only just to give you some ideas, but really all you can do, you can simply repeat the whole thing. Repeat the phrase at every point. So next point is outside the eye, it's on the outside of the eyebrow. This anxiety about maths exam tomorrow. This anxiety about the maths exam tomorrow, so that's under the eye, the next point, on the bone, underneath your pupil. This anxiety about the maths exam tomorrow. Next point is under the nose, just on the lip, in the middle. This panic or this anxiety about the exam tomorrow. Under the mouth is the next point. It's just in that crease, just above the chin. This panic about the exam tomorrow. Next point is the collarbone point, and basically it's if you kind of trace your collarbone to the middle, It doesn't come all the way to the middle, it kind of ends short of the middle, and just go directly below it. There is a crease in there, a groove in there, you would say, and you can tap in there, or you can just tap with your whole fist and say, this panic about the exam tomorrow, for example. And finally, the next point is under the arm. So you tap under the arm. It's, for ladies, it's where the bra strap is approximately. For men, it's kind of parallel with the nipple. So you just tap there and say, this panic about the exam tomorrow. So here are the points once again, and these points come from the ancient Chinese acupuncture system, so to speak. So first point is top of the head, next point is inside the eye, next point is outside the eye, next point is under the eye, next point is under the nose, and the next point is under the mouth. The next point is the collarbone, or you can tap with the whole fist, because you will get that point with one part of your fist or finger or whatever. And finally, the last point is under the arm. And once you've done all this, this is called one round of EFT. Now you can come back to your karate choke point and say this anxiety about the exam tomorrow. Now, in the word sister, the next letter is E, that is evaluation. So you would need, now, once you've gone through one or two rounds of EFT, just ask yourself again, how am I feeling? What level is what level on a scale of 0 to 10 is my anxiety now, for example, or my panic, or whatever it was? In fact, what you may find, it might completely decrease, or it may change to something else. It may be, it was panic, now it's anxiety, or it's fear, or it's something else. So this also happens, but please check on that original emotion that you've mentioned, and the original events as well. Make sure you keep it to the original event, or the original aspect of the event as well. That's something that I may go into more detail in a different video, but just ask yourself. You may notice that it's gone down, or it's stayed the same, or it's even gone up, but make sure, just ask yourself, is it still on the same emotion, still about the same exam, still about the same aspect of the exam, or something else, whatever event you're dealing with. And if it hasn't worked, do it again. You can do it, let's say, do a few rounds of EFT and check again. Now, finally, in the word sister, we have repeat. So that's what I was referring to about doing it again. Just repeat this, evaluate. You've noticed any change, any shift. If it's changed, keep going, repeat until it goes down to below 3, preferably to 0. So now, if you have any questions, please post them below this video, and I'll do my best to answer your questions or to address your points, whatever you would like to mention. And I would also like to mention that I run a practice in Melbourne called Emotionally Free, where I help people deal with emotional issues such as phobias, anxiety, fear, etc. So feel free to contact me through my website that you will see here. And till the next time, all the best with your exams.